show you something real quick. Give me 30 seconds.
Alright guys, give me a second here. Let's go ahead and get started here. I just want to go over today. But hopefully you guys had a great trading day. Hopefully you guys are crushing it in these markets. Gosh, there's so much opportunity right now. It is incredible. Every day another opportunity comes around, and I'm not missing too much of them by any means. So I just got to keep grinding this out right now. These opportunities don't come around very often, and I'm not gonna miss these opportunities because right now we are on an absolute tear during this account challenge. Today is the 26th. Let me change this picture here, and then I'll be ahead and get ready to get started here. But yeah, I mean, these opportunities don't come around very often. I mean, MFA, all these REITs, I mean, we're just getting new plays every day that have volatility. And when they have volatility, I can play them. And I'm capturing volatility, and today I actually made like $6,000 short, and I don't ever really go short. Where is my post? I can never find the post that I make that to post in here, and it takes me a while to find it because there's so many of them. I just had it. Let's see, 34. It's right there. It's right there, but where in the heck is it in my folder here? Sorry guys, this is just gonna take me a little second here. I don't know why it's not just popping up like I want it to. 34. Well, that is interesting. I'll resave it under something else so I can find it, because for whatever reason I am not able to find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see if that works. Well, so far I don't see it. This is gonna frustrate me, because I just want to stream and I can't because I have to find this. There it is. Okay. Save that. Cool. Okay, there's that. Posted that. What's going on, guys? Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert you if I make new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Sorry, I forgot that I'm in here. Post that there. I'll post this in options. Okay, there's that. And I'll post it on my social media, and we'll be ready to go today, guys. What's going on, GTI? Good. I'm glad to see you had a great day, man. That makes me excited. I know you've been grinding it out over the years, and honestly, doing that $500 to about $6,000 now, that makes me really happy. Gosh, my camera always freezes. Always a problem. I don't know why that is, but whatever the case, it always freezes. Which I don't like. But life moves on. Let me go ahead and post this on my social media here quick. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Right there. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. I'll try and plug it in and plug it back in. I don't know why it always freezes on live film though here. See if that changes anything. Yeah, I appreciate that, GTI. I know you've been grinding with me for a long time. I know that you've been, working hard. I know you've gone through some ups and downs. I don't need to tell things about personal life, but yeah, man, it makes me truly excited and ecstatic for you. I think truly there's 10 people that truly deserve it in my room right now, and you're definitely one of them. So I hope that these things keep going well. GTI, and I can't even imagine the emotions that you're going through, but just keep grinding away. You've been through the ups and you've been through the downs, and I know that you know what the downs are like, so I don't even have to tell you that we're to that point now where you just need to keep grinding it out. You know what the downs feel like. You know what happens when emotions come in, and I don't even need to tell you anymore about that because you've been with me long enough. But anyways, guys, so please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert you if I make new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Today was another good day, another green day. We're close to almost $500,000 in profits now, and we're closing in on what are we for the month of March? We are up. Man, I don't even. What is the month of March? We're up $410,000 on the month of March. That is about to be my best month since I started trading. I believe. I believe my previous best month was like 310,000 or 315,000, and we still have 4 more days. I feel like I might be able to push, push $500,000. All it's gonna take in these markets, guys, is one good trade. An MFA or a GMPT or whatever the heck that was. There's just opportunity everywhere, guys. Some of these weed stocks. I'm going live on Instagram. I actually went long and short MFA today. Actually went long MFA today. So yeah, in the month of March, we're up $410,219.08. Yeah, I find a lot of my stocks from my scanner. I would say about 60 to 80% of the stocks that I trade come from my scanner. But you also have to know how to react upon my scanner. And the thing is, it's not going to be overnight where you're going to get used to it and you have to eat, breathe, and sleep the scanner. It's going to take about a month before you really get going on the scanner. What's going on, Mint? What's going on, Yasi? What's going on, Jit Lacar? What's going on, Rhett? Yeah, another green day in my account challenge. So, yeah, I mean, that's just the name of the game, guys. You're just going to have to grind through it and understand that things take time. I don't need to be the first one to tell you that in the month of January I made $5,879. In the month of December I made $2,000. Okay, in the month of February I made $40,000, and in the month of March I'm at $410,219.08. So yes, it's cool to look at, and I hope this is motivating you guys. This is why I come on here every day. I don't come on here to brag. I don't come on here to, I could just sit behind my screens and do all this by myself, and I don't really need the money anymore. that's just the reality. Obviously money is great. Money is, good. You can do good things with it. But I do this for you guys now. I do this to motivate you guys. Um, I'm 25 years old, day trader, and that's just the reality. My story is in my video series guide. I don't want to go over my story, but I come on here every single day to go over these recaps so you guys can hopefully learn, all these free daily lessons and recaps. Am I gonna buy a Lambo? The only reason why I'd buy a Lambo is to motivate you guys. Maybe I'll go out and buy a Lambo with this money that I earned. I do have to pay the taxes on it, but I can still buy a Lambo with that. But I don't need to do that. I don't. Again, the only reason why I come on here, the only reason why I do these free daily lesson recaps, the only reason why I have my Normac trading room, the only reason why I have my video series guide, my scanners, and the only reason why I communicate with you guys in DMs and chats is because I want you guys to learn from me. Educate yourself, okay? Motivate yourself. I am showing you guys. I have turned $1,000 in this account challenge. I've done 1K to 1 million 10 months in 1 week, and the other 1K to 1 million, and it's roughly 600,000 to 700,000 before I went on a 35-day trip to Europe, 10-day trip to Hawaii. And then this is my third account challenge, and I do this, guys, to show you guys that, at this point, I'm just here to cheer you guys on. I'm just here to motivate you guys. I'm just here to show you that these things are possible now. I know that I've motivated and shown a lot more people than I had in previous challenges that this is possible. And, the reality is, I know it sounds like it's impossible. I mean, who would ever go up to you and say, yes, I've turned $1,000 into $460,000 in 81 days, or, I've done $410,000 in a month. Like, what job does that? There is no job like that. That's in a month. I've done what a doctor's salary is, a good doctor's salary, like a specialist. Okay, that is the reality of the world we live in, guys. The opportunities are out there. It's up to you to study. It's up to you to be dedicated. It's up to you to want it bad enough. There is unlimited potential when it comes to the stock market, and that's the reason why I joined the stock. I started trading is because I saw stocks go from 1 to 10. I saw stocks go from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20. I've seen stocks go from $1 to $100, And when I saw that, I've seen MFA today, in the past 2 days go from 30 cents to $4, right? Or sorry, 30 cents to 288 or 290. There's billions floating around, and it's up to you to train yourself. It's up to you to study. It's up to you to motivate yourself. It's up to you to dedicate yourself to grab some of it. To have a process and a strategy that works every single day, inside and out, and keep growing upon it, okay? That is what this world is all about, okay? The market has taken a serious hit. We are in a recession, or we're not in a depression yet, but we still have a long ways to go to get out of it. Now, the correction that we made today is an upside obvious great thing for the market, but we still have a long ways to go, and the stock market always tries to price in what the future holds, okay? And it'll be interesting to see. Now we are the number one, I repeat, the number one in the world causes of coronavirus cases. We outbeat China, we outbeat Italy. We are growing so fast, so quick, and I worry that we're going to open these gates too soon. Okay, and we're gonna have outbreaks everywhere, and we're not out of the woods by any means. The Fed can bail us out in all this. I actually long some longer term, not as much as I wanted to be completely bluntly honest with you. In my longer term portfolio, I was in on Friday. I got out of most of my positions on Friday and re-long Monday. My plan was to see a gap down of about 7-8%. I got it. I saved myself that 7-8% margin there, and I was relonging airlines, cruise liners, markets, and things like that. How old were you when you started trading? So the first time I ever actually put money into the market was March 14, 2016. But the first time that I ever actually dedicated myself to trading and studying and actually doing this every day and grinding my entire life towards it full time was roughly June of 2018. Roughly in there. And so, um, you know, and in that time, I've done about 3 million in profits from 2000, all from $1,000. Okay. And now I'm 25 years old. I mean, I'm saying this. Hopefully, this is motivating you guys. And maybe you guys are a lot older than me. I don't know. I truly don't know. There's probably a lot of you guys younger than me, and maybe a couple older. I don't know what kind of crowd. I'm assuming there's probably actually a lot of people older than me. But it doesn't matter when you start trading and when you start studying. The market doesn't care. You know, the market does not care at all. At all. All the market cares about is who's willing to buy and who's willing to sell. Okay? And if you have a proper strategy, a proper process, which is in my video series guide, which is what I tell you guys every single day, you cannot be successful without a successful process. You cannot come to the markets and have an incorrect process and expect to make money. I just posted that in the top chat. This is my video series guide. Yes, it costs money. It's cheaper than student loans, and it's cheaper than, and it doesn't come with any student debt. Okay? And you know, and it's 17 hours of content that goes over basically my entire trading career and all the strategies that I've used to create my successes, my swing trades, my overnights. You know, whether you're a part-time trader, my overnights are on here. Or whether you have a full-time trader, my overnights are on here. Or a part-time trader. Whether you work a 9 to 5, my overnight strategies on here. Whether you do this full-time, well, you have momentum trading strategies and things like that, and trend strategies and things like that. I go into so much detail about my strategies on here that you're pretty much going to know exactly how I trade. And that's why I made that, okay? That's why I made that guide, was because I want you guys to see the potential of what my strategies actually can show you if you try and stick with them and try and work with them. Not any one person can trade like me. No matter how much you study my video series guide, no matter how much you've seen my strategies and my processes, you're never going to trade exactly like me. That's the reality. But the key is, guys, is to have some process that works. And you can take bits and pieces from my strategies and put them on charts and say that, yeah, they do work. And yes, I made $34,000 because of my process today, because of my process, because of my strategies, and because I'm disciplined and I have an emotional and psychological capability that I've trained myself over the years. But you can't just come on here and just expect to make money, okay? In this world, you are given things very rarely, okay? And, you know, when the time comes to where, you know, you have a trading process and a strategy that works, honestly, it's life-changing. You know, it really is. You can go from, in reality, you know, and like going and buying your mom a nice car, going and helping your community out with a charity, you know, going and helping your family with, you know, enjoying some spas on the weekend, or as simple as, you know, going on a vacation and taking a relaxer, you know. These are things you can earn for yourself with the stock market and with the correct process and strategy, okay? Or maybe you just want a simple thing, like maybe you just want a new computer setup, okay? The stock market can give you that if you put in the time, if you study, if you have successful strategies that work. Here, I have documented every single day of my account challenge in this system, okay? This is all my statistics that goes over my largest gain, which is in one trade was $73,000, and I didn't even catch very much of it. Look at this. I was buying, my buys were down here at 34.96, 35 cents, okay? And I was out at about $1, and this thing ran to 4.40, okay? With that position sizing, and if I would have held 2 more days, I would have made $500,000, or a little more than $500,000, I think, on that trade. That is the truth. I am showing you guys this, like, right here in front of you. Right here in front of you. I had an entry. I thought like 150,000 shares or 130,000 shares of WTRH. I was trying to go over to you guys this in the room. I was trying to show you guys this in the room because I know the strategy. I know what happens when there's trends. You can try and catch them before they actually take. And then this food delivery service trend was happening because everybody was freaking out that that all these restaurants are closing throughout our country. And I immediately bought WTRH, and it paid off in a huge way. I made 73 grand on that. But I didn't catch even kind of the whole move, okay? There was still $3.40 a share left on that bone that I missed out on, okay? But I'm showing you guys this to motivate you guys. I'm hoping that you guys are seeing this and, like, you know, you could have made millions of dollars on this one stock if you played it right. There was so much volume and liquidity, okay? Maybe even tens of millions of dollars, okay? Especially when you're entered where I was. Here's the intraday chart. You know, I'm longing all day in the dips, and I'm holding this overnight was my plan, and we gapped up, and I sold all into this gap here. We actually started moving down, but look, if you would have been buying these dips, we ran all the way back up, you know? And then, you know, in all reality, I take losses too. My largest loss is $12,300. That was on CTEK. This ended up being terrible. It was I liked the news, and it ran up. And then I got freaking crushed because I was long it with huge size, and it was so low on volume, and there was no other buyers for whatever reason. This thing traded terribly that I lost 12 grand on it, CTEK, probably, and it's on my list of no trades. Okay? So anyways, guys, I'm hoping that I'm motivating you guys. I'm hoping to show you guys that these things are possible, and I'm hoping that each and every day I come on here, if you could share me on your social media, my Twitter is Stocks2Go. My Twitter is Stocks2Go. Again, my Twitter is @Stocks2Go. Just say he's doing a free account challenge, 1K to 1 million. He's almost halfway through it, into 81 days. Come check it out, 100% for free, because I really am trying to help people. I really am trying to motivate people, and I really am trying to show you guys that these things are truly possible if you put the time and effort in, if you study, if you have a good process and a good strategy, and keep growing upon it, okay? My Instagram's CamTheMan363. My Instagram's CamTheMan363. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate that, guys. Let's go over today's trading day, okay? MFA, my gosh, the market's still going. I really don't know what to take of this market, you know? Seeing 3 green days in a row this strong, it feels like, you know, it feels like we're coming back. It feels like we might have had the lows. You know, I wasn't going to say that, but after today, 3 green days in a row, 3 strong green days, we bounced huge off the lows. And I know there's a long, long ways ahead of us. You know, we're going to have to figure out how we're going to employ. We had 3.2 million people unemployed today. There's a lot of problems throughout the world, or throughout our country right now. Cruise liners are down, hotels are down. There's basically a stale economy right now. But the Fed's going to bail us out. That's what we're hoping on. And, you know, but I truly don't know how this is going to look, and no one really does, okay? I'm glad that I positioned myself somewhat on Monday for my longer-term portfolio. But in the end, you know, anything can happen, you know? I have to get a dip to take some more longs. I'm not gonna buy into this uptrend right now. But I've seen time and time again, you know, we have never really seen this kind of movement. Here's a good chart to look at before I show you guys my trades today. It's in the room called Is This the Bottom? Okay. Here is an example of the current S&P 500 crash against previous. Okay. I really can't see this very well because of my screen, but look at how fast we fell off compared to any other time. I think 1987 was the only close one, but we still fell. I don't think we fell quite as far, or maybe we did fall just about that much. And it actually did bounce in 1987. It bounced. I don't see the. So it bounced like, I don't know, where did it bounce? Right about here, honestly, it looks like. Well, there's a mark that there's another chart that shows it. Right here. So 1987, it bounced 15% at the highs. Okay, 15% from the lows is where it bounced. Okay, and then we kind of came back down in the coming weeks, and then in the coming month or two, we came back and retested the low and never got below it. Let's see. I just got an alert on. President Trump plans to speak to the Chinese. Can you guys hear me? Mic check. Mic. So I'm trying to use this data and this data as well to kind of plan out my trades longer term. But this is just something we've never experienced before, so it's kind of hard to do that. But yeah, that's longer term ideas. I don't need to go too deep into that. But MFA, guys, MFA, I made $11,200 on today. Sorry, I reset my. Oh man, it's still coming up. GTI, man, you're looking good. You're looking good with MFA. But let's show my trades here. I actually went long and short on this one. So I started longing. I hate this. I hate the way TOS shows the trades, but I started longing these dips in here. Or no, sorry. I broke even on this trade. Good thing because it came all the way back down. But I started longing right in here because I like the higher lows forming. This double bottom here with the higher low. We kept getting sell-offs that are eaten back up. The REITs are hot because they sold off so quick. And because the market's coming back and you're getting more belief that the REITs are going to be just fine. But I logged 30,000 shares here at 233, 58167. Because I like this chart. I like the way that we kept getting eaten back up, and then we had this doji, and then we bottomed right here, and right there is where I was risking off VWAP with higher lows, and we continued to run. And I started scaling out 5,000 shares at 240, 20,000 shares at 243, 5,000 shares at 246. Then I relonged 60,000 shares. That was a huge position. But my plan was to scalp it, and I actually screwed that up, it looks like. Or no. Wait. I think I got more than just 60,000. But anyways, I kind of screwed that up. But I know on this trade I made like two grand on it. But I knew going into this trade that I was looking for a scalp. Because we were breaking above this point here. And once we got above this point, I figured we were going to get the short squeeze. So I started longing at that's not right though. 257.8, I know it was 254, but and I took 60,000 shares and an idea that we were going to get a scalp long. But when I have 60,000 shares, that's a lot of money in every cent tick. I believe I made 2 grand on that that scalp alone. But that was my plan. It was a nail and bail. Like I knew into that trade that I was going to scalp that. I knew that it was either going to be you know, a scalp, or I would have just basically broke even or you know, taken a decent loss. But I was pretty fairly confident, you know, seeing that we had a move up here, and then we had a move down on this candle, but then we wicked right back up, and we're testing 255 again right away, which shows the buyers were. I was using the level of 2 in time and sales to really. Oh, Trump is speaking great. I should probably get off stream. But here we go. So, is it hard to hear me? Okay, sorry. And then, you know, there's that scalp. And then I started shorting this MFA up in here. So we had a push up, and then we had a very hard fail. And then on the second attempt up, that's where I started shorting. I shorted 15,000 shares with a 270.69 average. I posted that in the chat. I covered 5,000 shares right here. Then I started dabbling in again short into this kind of sell-off here with lower volume. I was risking off this level here. And then I actually covered all my shares at 13,500 shares at 227. I reshorted one more time, 5,000 shares here, and then I broke once we broke below that, but then we retested it and broke through it. I covered it right there. I was trying to hold this longer. This could have been, you know, $10,000-$15,000 short. But you know, in the end, I don't short a lot, and I honestly, you know, was sitting there thinking, you know, to myself, you've had a good day. There's no reason to get short squeezed. You're up, you know, 6,000 on the short. Just take it off and move on, because there's so many opportunities out there. And I was pretty confident that we were going to break down under these levels in here, but I just, you know, for whatever reason, I wanted to take profit. You know, time could kind of wear on you, and when you see profit in your PN, you know, only traders know this. It's easy to say, well, if you buy here and sell here. But when you see P&L open, it's like you can cut it right here and literally have $6,000, take it out of your account and start like handing cash out. Because, you know, like in Thinkorswim, if I close that trade down, I can have that into my bank account by tomorrow morning at like 6 a.m. So it's basically like cash. Like, okay, you take that money now, and I'm sitting there looking at it like, okay, I'm up $6,000. It's hard not to take profit because I'm looking at $6,000. And when I start to see it go to 5,000 or 4,000, I'm starting to be like, okay, well, there goes some cash that I could have just walked away with. So it's not that easy to be like, okay, let's just wait and let's just hold it, you know. Very rarely will you see me hold a position when I'm up $100,000 or more. But there are times that I'll do that, you know, because of my confidence, because of what I've seen, and because of what the market has showed us. What's going on, everyone? Major Belly, right man, Tony Wright, what's going on, guys? Good to have you guys on. I think that's your son. Maybe not. But anyways, good to have you guys on. So yeah, that was my trade on MFA. Let me also see. I know I had another big trade. So that $11,000 total in MFA. Oh, I think I had, okay, I made $16,600 on CCO. That overnight was a beautiful trade. So I actually was overnighting. I saw this one. Jordan pointed this one out to me. We had a low here, and then volume was starting to come in on an uptrend, and I started longing into the close for an overnight that I've seen MFA and the other ones have huge bottom bouncers. Let's see, what did Ace just post? Ace just posted something. I know that Trump's talking, so I'm kind of missing that a little bit. I don't like to miss Trump talking, but I'm doing it for you guys. Again, I'm on here because of you guys. Hopefully you guys are learning a lot. Hopefully you guys are getting a lot out of this. Hopefully you guys are learning from this, taking notes, because I don't come on here, you know, for myself. I come on to make sure that you guys are getting a lot out of this. You guys are learning. Things like that. So overnight at 30,000 shares, 49 cents. I actually took some off into this little candle here, like 3,000 shares at 86 cents there. And then I re-added on this dip here, 12,000 or 1,200 more shares there. And then I started getting out of that overnight. Looks like I got out with like a, I don't even know, a 70 average. But I started re-longing and taking big size. I had, in this trade, guys, I had, did I have 125,000 shares? I think I did. So I had 125,000 shares right here with a 69.9 average. Okay, I held through this dip here, and I actually was adding into this dip. Incoming limit up. Are you serious? Are we really moving that quickly? Oh my gosh, this market. I don't know how to gauge this market. I don't know. Like, it's frustrating because I should have gotten long more. The Chinese virus is back. Is that what he said? And then I started scaling out up in here without any problems. So that was about a $10,000 gainer. On that one, I re-longed in the close here, but yeah. I was hoping to get a pop through the close, but we didn't get it. I could have held it overnight again, but I'm not going to take any chances. It was a good day. I don't want to get in anything that, I mean, honestly, risk reward was there, but oh, and then I did ANH. I did 5,000 on ANH, which is another REIT. Excuse me. What's Trump saying?
Well, it would be sad if we blew all of the advantages that we have right now, because we've made unbelievable trade deals, whether it's Mexico, Canada, Japan, South Korea.
Okay, there's that, and then my other one was ANH. ANH, I was trading a lot today. I traded on every dip, so 40,000 shares in here. Started scaling out at 117, 118, and 5,000 share, or wait, no, and then I re-added on a dip here, 30,000 shares in here, something like that, and then I got out 125, 127. And then I started re-adding in here, but these were kind of just blank trades, not much on those ones. Futures ripping? Are you serious, man? No, we're not ripping. Come on. We're ripping! Yeah, right? And then let's go ahead and cover like one of my losers today, because I don't want to just talk about my winners. I don't really have any big losers, that's the thing. I lost $1,000 on MITT. And I lost 1,000 on RCL short. Man, I could have made a killing on RCL short. I wasn't. I should have held my damn trade. I told myself to hold it. I didn't hold it. I was shorting RCL when I saw this bill isn't going to support people outside of our country. All the cruise liners are not owned by our country. They're owned by others. I started shorting, but I kept covering. I lost $1,000, and man, I could have made like 10 grand or so on that. And then, what was the other one? There's another trade I'm thinking of. I just announced. Oh, MITT. That one was just bad. Good thing I got out of it, but I was actually long in here, and then this thing ripped up. It's another REIT, I think it is. But I started longing up here, and then I sold out perfectly, or else that could have been a terrible loss. But yeah, I want to listen to Trump speak. Let's see.
Way down, and that takes a lot of fear.
But
It's one thing to have it; it's another thing to die. You know, when I first got involved, I was being told numbers that were much higher than the number that seems to be. And remember that.
Here's my guide, guys.
Many people have it. I just spoke to 2 people. They had it. They never went to a doctor. They had it. Absolutely.
There's my guide, guys. Check that out. If you guys are interested in learning my strategies, hopefully you guys please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to get alerted if I make new videos. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, team, and go Hawks.